are a terrible thing necessarily either. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think yeah, yeah, it's weird. I wish they had better management, but from a pure software and user experience, user interface sort of perspective, I think right now GG's head and shoulders above everybody else. Although not to slag Unibet either, because I think actually the Unibet experience is probably second in my opinion. I love the Unibet interface. I love I find the lobby very easy to manage. I find the tables um, just there's good natural flow, very easy to manage. They work well with the streaming software. Um, I would like to be able to download my hand histories and upload them into something like Hold'em Manager to be able to do back end manipulation on it. Even knowing that people change their usernames, like I'm not even necessarily doing it so much for getting player tendencies on other players at this point. I'm doing it to analyze my own play against the field that I'm in, if that makes sense. Um, so I frankly don't even care that people are changing their usernames. I'm not able to track individual other opponents through there. I'd love to be able to download. Even I mean, hell, even if they took all the other usernames out and just put my name and stats, and everybody else was player one, player two, player three, player four, player five, or under the gun, UTG plus one, etc. Use positions to indicate the other players all the time. Um, I'd be I'd be fine with that. I would like to be able to download data out of Unibet. That's my one complaint about Unibet is that I'd like to be able to download data for myself to be able to analyze. Make it a little bit easier to identify leaks and things like that for yourself. But otherwise, I honestly think Unibet is the second best experience from a software perspective and a user experience perspective out there, behind GG probably. And I think that the when you combine that with the the two corporate cultures, Kindred and Unibet comes out way the fuck ahead of GG in that. After you mix the compound, um, GG may be ahead in one of the elements, but after you mix the compound, Kindred / Unibet rises to the top. I think for the most part. Um, 8-8's not bad for an experience either. I've been enjoying the play on that. It's definitely a market improvement over their well, to be generous about it, their classic software that they were running up until about a year and a half ago, um, which hadn't been upgraded since like 2012, hadn't been significantly upgraded for look and feel since like 2012 or some ridiculous thing like that. Um, so it's a market improvement on that. Um, yeah, I probably rank them as number three right now. It's hard for me to know. I need to get back and play a little bit more on PokerStars, I think, because it's hard for me to know where to rank them now. It's been so long since I played on them on a regular basis that I don't really know how to rank them. So I might have to get back. But I suppose yes. I suppose you're right, Castaneda. Um, the mid stakes would be the ones who didn't necessarily like that rollback feature quite as much as the rest of the table, but. Yeah, like completely anonymized. I'm perfectly happy with that. If you just give me player one, player two, player three, player four, player five, I'm perfectly fine with that. I got no issues there. But yeah, I would very much like to be able to get some data to work with on hands on GG or on Unibet. I mean, that's spent some time digging through my party poker settings to figure out how to make sure I've got hand histories on and where they're going to, so I can get that data into my Hold'em manager as well. Because that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking I won't upgrade. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have to upgrade to something new eventually.